So I'm glad to see that Waterway Primary School, there are so many programs to nurture our students to imagine, the mind, imagine, to inquire, to ask questions, and to interconnect all their learning together holistically. These 3 I's, imagine, inquire, interconnect, is what drives innovation. One of our distinguished programs in Waterway Primary is the Good Morning School program. It's a good example. Every morning, the school has this program to broaden the views and perspectives of young children. They are exposed to the world beyond their own, maybe things that are happening in Punggol, in Singapore, and beyond. They are empowered with a curiosity. So later when you go down to the tuck shop, ask your children about the water war. Because just now, they were telling me about the importance of water to them. That Singapore has no natural resources, that water is the second most important thing to them. And I asked why, because in my mind, water is the foremost important thing. The young boy very, very quickly told me, Minister, the most important thing to me is oxygen. Well, they are learning. And I thought for a moment, he is right from the individual perspective. I can survive without water for maybe 4 to 7 days, but I cannot survive without oxygen for more than 3 minutes. But as a minister, I know that oxygen is relatively free at this moment in the world. As a minister, I worry about our water supply, but he doesn't. So you see the interesting learning that our children are going through. When he grows older, he will be able to differentiate what needs to be done as a government better than what he is learning today. But he's already on that wonderful journey of learning. And I'm glad that he can tell the minister that, Minister, I think you're wrong. I think oxygen is more important. Wonderful. In addition, Waterway Primary showed me just now their robotics program. Your children in our midst are learning about things that I have not dreamed about when I was a young boy. At primary 3, I was still playing marbles probably. But your kids are exposed to new technologies of coding, of wonderful challenges that you saw in the video. And I know that they are enjoying the program. It is not so much that I come to the school to ask them, because I know many of your children when we interact in the community. Every time I see all of you, I actually would ask, how are the kids enjoying school? And many, many of them tell me Waterway Primary is a place where they enjoy coming to. I double-checked this morning with the chairman, Mrs. Siva, because she has a daughter in Waterway Primary as well. And she tells me that her daughter wants to go to no other school other than Waterway Primary. So I suspect we have to start a Waterway Secondary School soon. Well, I'm also very encouraged that Waterway Primary School helps our students to join the dots in their learning. It is not just in science that they learn scientific concepts, but they link up science with literature so that the children can have a holistic perspective of connecting the dots.